Back from the hiatus.
Doesn't go in. That doesn't go in. I'm scooching in. We're back. You try to donate blood?
Yeah.
Wait. Here's what mine sounded like.
You got this.
I sounded like I was giving birth. It felt like it. I was pissing glass.
Welcome back. It's been a minute.
It's good to be back. I'm
Feels
sorry.
good. It feels great to be back.
It feels right.
Yeah.
It's been too long. When was the last time we recorded, do you think?
The U of I.
Really? That was the last time?
Yeah.
What?
Those are the last episodes that came out.
What was the date? That was, mid-July, right? Or something like that?
I think early July. It's been a while. It's August 17th.
It's now mid-August.
Yeah.
Okay. About a month has passed.
It's been a bit. We have some stories. We have some splaining to do.
Yeah. Eddie, what the hell did you do?
Why
Why were we gone for 2 weeks? Right? Is that how this works? Is this going to be uploaded Saturday? It's Monday now?
I think it's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks now. So it'll be maybe a month since.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's been a while.
why have we been gone so long? Why have we been on hiatus? What did you do?
Well, during the hiatus, I found out you can't just donate blood whenever you want.
What, really? You try to donate blood?
Yeah.
Wait. You can't donate blood whenever you want?
I tried. Didn't work.
Where'd you go?
So I had to go to work because at the hospital, they will help pay for my schooling, right?
Sure, yeah.
So I went in to go talk to some people and it just whatever. And I'm like, I got free time. I'm just going to drive a lap around the campus because I'm bored. I saw a bus. I was like, come donate blood. I'm like, I'm here. I got time. Let me go donate blood.
Nice guy.
I'll just walk up and do it.
Nice guy.
Doesn't work that way.
What?
You can't just walk up.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I walked up to the bus. It was running.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. I saw something move inside. Stood for 5 minutes. And I'm like, well, no one's coming. So I'm leaving.
I just think they maybe weren't operating at that time.
Well, no, then I went on the website.
What?
To try scheduling an appointment. So I found, I'm like, okay, I can make an appointment for 5 minutes.
Appointment in the bus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every slot that I clicked on just said that they weren't accepting any more appointments the day of. I'm like, well, what's the point of this? So let me know. I tried doing my good deed for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen.
They have those buses sometimes parked on the quad of U of I.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never gone. Because
I thought it'd be nice.
I used to donate blood in high school. Did you ever do that?
I did it once. And I was a very hard stick. And I was not bleeding a lot. I filled up half. I don't know what you have to fill up, but I only filled up half of it, and I just wouldn't give up much more. So they couldn't use it. So I just gave away blood for nothing. I think they probably threw it out somewhere.
You pussied out is what you did.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. It's kind of hurt. This sucks.
You didn't give him your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Man, every time the guy or whoever it is sticking my arm, they always compliment me that my veins are very nice. But they say the first guy actually said my veins were small, and I got very offended.
Damn, guys got small veins. I'm just going to switch this to time.
No, okay.
There.
We're so unprofessional. Has it been an hour already?
Man, that's the longest hour of my life.
Wait.
I don't know what's going on here.
All right. We've been recording for, what is it? About 100 measures.
100 measures. Okay.
At what was it, 120 BPM? So yeah. But you didn't pass out from giving blood or anything?
No, I'm cool with needles and everything. I don't like watching it go in, obviously,
Yeah.
but I don't mind the stick. I don't mind looking at blood being drawn.
Yeah, no spoilers, after my recent fiasco, I'm pretty much a pro to getting stuck by those needles.
Mm-hmm.
They're not all that bad. But yeah, when I donated blood in high school, I almost passed out the first time.
Really? Was it
sat
the needle or was it?
No, not the needle. I just sat up too fast. I was just
when I got my ears pierced this summer, so a staff member drove us, right?
Yeah.
He passed out from watching me get my ears pierced.
Why didn't I hear this?
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that?
No. I have the video.
We were just in there. They did the piercing. I'm like, that kind of sucked.
You went, oh.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know what to expect. Just I hear tearing and then it's through.
It's not pleasant feeling,
No.
but it's really not that bad.
And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, stand up. We walk out and I start paying. And then we look behind us. And then they start running out of the store. Hey, your buddy passed out in there. Huh.
Nobody saw it?
We just didn't pay attention.
Like, he didn't, like, fall to the ground? It wasn't, like, obvious?
Well, he was behind us. We didn't... It was, like, a super sharp corner to another corner with, like, a bunch of curtains in the way. So he just, like, first room just passed out in. We didn't pay attention.
Can you say his name or give me a hint as to who it is? Staff member.
Crashy Boom.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was alone when I got my ears pierced. But it was on the day Obama came to campus.
Yep.
What a way to celebrate.
You got your ears pierced because of Obama.
I saw Obama that morning, went and got my ears pierced. Rode my bike about 5 miles in the rain, might I add. One way to get my ears pierced.
Uphill, both ways.
Yeah, in the knee-deep snow. And to the CD mall down in Champaign, and I got my ears pierced. But the place in the mall, like, directly to gauges. Kind of hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine that sucks.
Yeah, and they got infected. But hey, I saw Obama.
They got infected?
Not really all too bad.
Okay.
It took a while for them to heal.
Do you want to talk about why we were on hiatus?
I guess we should talk about it.
I
almost fucking died. No.
It was really cool.
No, Yeah, I almost fucking died. No, just kidding again. Gotcha.
Damn, the double got.
Baited. But, so, where do we start off? Where do we start off?
So, after recording U of I stuff, 2 weeks later, I would say it was about.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, we have to record at some point this week so we can get a new episode out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think it was like the Tuesday. No, it was the Wednesday night because I worked on Thursday.
Okay, so that Tuesday night, my stomach was very upset, and I was like, for like no reason, I was just like, okay, whatever, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like I almost threw up a few times, so I was like, whatever, brush it off. Maybe it was something I ate. But then fast forward to Wednesday, I'm back home because I was on campus that Tuesday. I'm back home, and I'm hanging out with my brother. And again, my stomach this time it is like pain more in my stomach, like my left upper left abdomen, I think is how they described it. And it was, I thought it was just because that Wednesday I had only ate like not much in the day, and then I was hanging out with my brother, and I had like 2 cookies, like just cookies, and they were pretty big cookies, and I was like, oh, my stomach's upset. Because I ate 2 cookies on an empty stomach. Like, usually that's what happens when I eat really sugary stuff on an empty stomach, is my stomach gets pretty upset. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't tell him about any of that because I was just like, whatever, I'll just go home, sleep it off. But driving home, I had to pull over like twice.
Did you really?
Because I was gonna throw up, or the pain was just so bad. Mm-hmm. But I didn't throw up at all on the way home, although I did stop a few times, like I said. But as soon as I got home, I threw up, like leaned out my door and just like, and I was like, oh, okay, good, I'll feel better now. Wrong. I continued to feel worse throughout the night. I was around 3 a.m., or I was on FaceTime with Allie the whole time too, and she's like, you need to go talk to your mom, or I'm gonna go like call her because you need to go to the hospital. It was like the pain was not going away. I was throwing up like constantly, even though I had nothing to throw up. Like everything in my stomach was gone at that point.
Yeah, it was just like pretty much bile at that point, right?
And yeah, my body would wait to like produce enough bile to throw it up, and then I would throw it up. So it was like I had nothing in my stomach at that point. So I was like, okay, maybe something's definitely wrong, and the pain was really bad. So I go wake up my parents, drive me to the hospital, and it really sucked. Go to the ER. I
got a Snapchat from him at 5 a.m. when I woke up and saw it. I'm like, oh, he's volunteering really early today.
And you just thought nothing of it.
I did not follow up with
Danny's
that.
Danny's really a morning person.
Like,
he's
man,
really getting it today.
He wants to get his hours in.
Volunteering at 5 a.m. in the morning in his free time on a Thursday.
Didn't think much of it.
So, that was still a Wednesday, I think, right?
Wednesday night going into Thursday morning.
Yeah. So Thursday mornings, we get to the emergency room, me and my mom, around 3 a.m., and we go in, they take me to triage right away, and they take my blood and give me medication for my nausea, because I was like, I literally, that's fucking bitch. Oh, we get out of my mom drops me off, like, in the ER,
Yeah, just like at the door.
And I'm walking into to the doors while she's parking the car, and I was like, to the lady sitting there, I was like, I need to throw up. Can I throw up in this garbage can? And she has the audacity to fucking say no. I was like, what do you want me to do?
What was the solution?
Well, like, the security guard was like going to get a different trash can for me to throw up in. I was like, for real? Like, what's wrong with this one? And I was like, you'd rather have me throw up on the ground than to throw up in this trash can?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I made it because I'm a badass. But man,
held it in like a man.
Fucking what?
Whenever people say, hey, I gotta throw up, I just find the closest container.
Any sort of receptacle, basin, like a cup.
Something that isn't me.
Yeah, like worst case scenario, cupped hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was that, and they gave me medication for my nausea in the ER, and I was like in and out of sleeping in the ER. They didn't see me for fucking 3 hours, and at that point I was like, Mom, I'm feeling better because the medication, obviously.
Medication is working.
I was like, I'm feeling better. I just want to go home. Got really pissed off at this point. I was like 3 hours in the waiting room, like in the morning on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
A Thursday.
Thursday morning. Because the ER is not about a line who gets there first. It's about severity. And when a bed opens up.
It was pretty fucking severe. I just wasn't being a bitch about it. It hurt a lot. I was like, the pain was like, well, the pain wasn't the worst of it.
Yeah.
But like, it really fucking sucked. Like, I couldn't like open my eyes. I was just like wincing the entire fucking like time.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
and but I wasn't being a bitch about it, so I wasn't complaining. I was like, well, what are these people gonna do? Just hear me complain? But I should have fucking told them my pain scale is a fucking 10.
Always gotta lie. Gotta gas it up.
But so yeah, go back home. I like and I didn't just leave the ER like that. Like my mom, she works at a gastroenterology clinic, so she knows a few GI doctors.
Yeah.
They know a thing or two about the digestive system.
Gastrointestinal doctor?
Yeah.
GI?
Yeah.
Just for our listeners who might not
Very
know.
good, very good.
Yeah, so a stomach doctor. That has to do with like throwing up things.
Stomach, intestines, butt, your gut.
So whenever it goes into your mouth and leaves through the other end, everything in between.
Yeah, literally. Then not esophagus.
Okay, fair. That's respiratory-ish.
Or throat, I meant, but same difference. But yeah, butt doctors. And my mom was like in contact with them like a little bit, and they were saying like, he sounds like he's doing better. You could probably go home and just keep an eye on him. So we weren't just leaving the ER.
Yeah.
Even though they did tell us to not leave. Like, they're like, okay, well, we wouldn't recommend it. And I was like,
because they're not gonna hold
fucking,
I'm
gonna be here another 2 hours. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, get real. I'd rather get worse to go get sent back to the ER, which is what fucking happened.
Yeah.
So go home. It was around 7 a.m. at this point. My mom is gonna make me breakfast. Scrambled eggs and toast.
Nice.
It was very good breakfast.
Smorgasbord.
And I ate the whole thing. But holy shit.
How long did that stay down for?
Probably about 30 minutes to an hour. I laid down in bed and like the pain was like coming back, and then like, oh my God. I was like, it came back so bad. I was screaming like on my bathroom floor, like covered in sweat, soaked through all my clothes within like a matter of minutes.
Jesus.
Like, I'm not even kidding you. I was dripping in sweat, like wincing, like fetal position of pain, throwing up, anything that I had in my body. So then we were like, okay, now
you got to see someone again.
Now we go again. And we decided to go to the urgent care, which is more closer to my house, because I needed to see someone like now. It was
affiliated with the same hospital that I work at, and you had been in the morning.
It's way closer. Like the hospital's probably about 15 minutes away. This place is pushing 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an urgent care, and there's an emergency room with it. So it was okay to go there.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and like I had to get wheeled in. Like I couldn't walk in myself.
Sounds like you were being a bitch.
I was being a real bitch this time, but you know why? It paid off.
Okay.
No, not really. This is really fucking sucked. This is the worst. They wheel me in, and I get seen right away. It's great.
This place is the fucking shit.
They hooked me up with the morphine right away, and I was feeling a lot better.
I gotta come here more often.
Yeah, and it's that's the first time they hooked me up to an IV for like nausea medication and fluids that I was losing. Because I was also pretty...
Because you couldn't keep anything down, so if you try taking a pill, it's just going to come up. If they do it through IV, Still the same medicine. It's just way easier for you to not throw it up.
I've learned that the medication kind of treats me differently through the IV because
straight to the bloodstream.
Well, yeah, like I think it's definitely a lot more effective because like Zofran is what they first had me on for nausea.
Yep.
Is not as effective for me through pill as it is through IV. And so that's what they were giving me, and that was like IV was a godsend. I was like, never take me off this bitch.
Keep this in. Come on.
And then I this is where my memory is really hazy.
Okay.
I'm fading in and out because I'm on morphine, and the pain is just like don't really remember a whole lot. But long story short, they told me that they were gonna admit me at the main hospital
right away.
Yeah, they were gonna send me in an ambulance to the main hospital because they think it could be appendicitis, which is for those who don't know, an inflammation of your appendix.
Good.
And it did make sense at the time for it to be appendicitis. Like they really didn't know what it was.
Yeah, there's something was wrong.
Because the pain was deferred pain, and your appendix is in your lower right quadrant of your abdomen. My pain was essentially in my stomach the entire time, and it even went as far as like up to my breastbone, like my sternum. Oh, wow. And I was like, I like couldn't touch like here at all. Like that's how tender it was, and so I was like, I didn't really think it was appendicitis at first, but more to that in the future. So I get to the hospital, and like the specialist, the hospital doctor, like general hospital doctor, I forget what his term is, takes a look at me, and he thinks that it's appendicitis. And then he calls in a surgeon to back up his claim on that. And she basically says, yeah, it's probably appendicitis. So rip, snip, the Thursday night, like 9, 10 o'clock at night is when they rip out my appendix.
Man, you weren't even back in your room by 11 when I stopped by after my shift.
Yeah, I was
like, damn, this guy's there. He's just staying there, isn't he?
I'm taking my sweet time.
Yeah.
What a great nap that was. I can tell you, the surgery was so pleasant because you just go right to sleep, and you wake up, and there's these nice leg massagers on you, and you're all warm.
SCDs,
yeah. The leg massagers, I don't want to take them off, but I couldn't talk.
I have a lot of people that either love them or absolutely hate them. Those things keep me up. I don't want them on. These are preventing blood clots. I don't want them on.
Yeah, these things that basically just like wrap around your legs and squeeze.
They just push air into the wraps, and then it promotes blood circulation, so your legs don't clot up since you're in bed all day.
So nice. And then the bad part about the surgery was the part they didn't tell me about. Well, the two worst parts about the surgery were the parts that they, for some reason, didn't tell me about.
Is one of them the one I told you about?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get to that one in a second.
Okay.
The first one was that they didn't tell me I would be fully under, like, intubated, like, under a respirator. So a machine was breathing for me, basically, and I didn't know that, and I was like, well, that's kind of scary. That's also what they put, like, COVID patients on, right?
Well, yeah, but different reasons.
Yes, but...
They don't want your bodies to have to work at all.
Got the same treatment.
These people's bodies can't work at all.
Listen, man, my body couldn't work at all. I was having a rough time.
I guess, you know what? You and the COVID patients need the same amount of sympathy.
We do. I'm on the front line. I am the line.
Patient 0. Appendicitis and COVID are neck and neck.
But, yeah, so the respirator sucked, just made my throat sore. But the real sucky part was the part that where Eddie came through as a good friend. And he told...
Well, I used I took advantage of working at the hospital Danny was staying at. So before my shift, I showed up like 30 minutes early and just hung out in his room. And all the nurses are coming in. Do you work on this floor? No, I work upstairs.
Is this your guy?
Yeah, like I'm just hanging out with my friend. So we're hanging out, and what did I tell you was going to happen?
You told me they were going to put a catheter in my pee-pee.
Yeah.
And nobody told me that.
They typically don't.
And, like, I thought there was, like, the small chance that it wouldn't happen.
Not me.
Can't
be me.
It was when I was in pre-op, and they set the clear plastic tubing on my lap. And I was like, oh no, I know what that is. And that's when I lost all hope, and I said, knock me out now. I don't want to feel it.
Yeah, because they put it in, so you don't have to worry about them peeing during surgery. They take it out before you wake up, and we got to make sure that you pee like within 5 or 6 hours afterwards. And if you don't, we got to put another one up there to make sure.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I've been with the nurses when they've done that before because they don't want your bladder to explode. So they got to drain it.
Oh, no one told me this. Oh, my God. They told me they had to monitor my pee, but I was like, why?
Because if you're not peeing, if you're like getting 25 milliliters out in like 5 hours, like he's probably keeping a lot of water in there.
Yeah. So those of you who don't know what it's like to get a catheter put in you, the first piss. Do you know?
I've never had a catheter. I've just seen them. I just empty those boys.
Do you hear them scream?
What, when we take them out?
Or like when they try to go piss?
No, I hear a lot of grunting, but it's because it's older men. I've heard a lot of labored pees.
Here's what mine sounded like.
You got this.
I sounded like I was giving birth. It felt like it. I was pissing glass. Fire.
Off a tangent, but I was told at the hospital when mothers give birth now they have to wear a mask the entire time.
That sucks.
That's horrible.
That really sucks.
But go on.
Even if they tested negative?
Mm-hmm. He's got to wear a mask.
For what reason?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like, we don't even make the patients wear masks in their room.
NBA players don't have to wear masks on the court.
Yeah, so but they're in the bubble.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You test everyone in the room, then you got your own bubble. And that pregnant mama, soon to not be.
Maybe they don't test them because that doesn't seem like enough time. When you roll up to the hospital.
Oh, and she's in labor?
Yeah.
Let me stick this thing in your nose.
They can swab you and do a rapid, but that takes like still 5 hours.
Yeah.
And if that comes back positive, they still have to do another one.
Yeah, I remember, actually, that reminds me, because one of the times I was volunteering at the front desk, we had a pregnant woman come in through the front door for some reason. And she was like in the middle of labor.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they're just like, yeah, go ahead and bring her up. She's fine. don't take her temperature. She can't stand in front of the screen long enough. She'd be like, have to like get up out of the wheelchair.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, please stand up.
You got to make sure you're below 100.4. Are you feeling any symptoms? Get me the fuck up there.
I'm feeling something. But yeah, so back to the story.
Yeah.
After surgery, post-surgery, I got 3 little scars in my one on my belly button, one above my left leg, and one right above my crotch. So
it's called a laparoscopic surgery, but they don't actually open you up all that much.
Yeah. They stick the little things
like
in there.
Pokers in there. They like do it and fill your belly up with air.
Yeah, so that also sucks about this particular procedure is because the air, they can't empty you out completely of the air, so fucking you really feel it in you after, like, and it's like for some reason it just feels like soreness in your muscles, and especially like in your shoulders. You can feel it
really
when you stand up. Like I feel it. I would feel it on my stomach, or if I was laying on my side, and then if I stood up, it'd be really bad in my shoulders, like really bad. So, after the surgery, I was still on the IV and everything, so I was feeling A-okay, good.
Yeah.
And like, they were giving me, they gave me potassium chloride, which for those of you out there who aren't chemists, potassium chloride is also what they use in lethal injections.
Yes, but different dosage, to be very clear.
But the exact same thing.
Sure.
So they had to give me potassium because I'd thrown up so much and my body produced so much bile that I was just like, my body was depleted of resources. Yeah. And the thing they don't tell you about potassium is that it fucking burns going in.
Yes, it does.
So I requested an ice pack.
Nice.
Yeah. Nurse was less than happy to get one for me.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, I mean, I can get you an ice pack. And I was like, could you? She's like, fine. Is it hard to get an ice pack?
No. Remember how I got you those socks?
Yeah.
Literally about the same amount of time. In the same room.
What was she complaining about?
I don't know, man. I leave all my baggage at the door. I walk in. Hey, how can I help?
You were very pleasant.
I was in work mode.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Eddie.
I'll be taking care of you. I'm here till 11. If you need anything, just hit the big red button. I'll come sprinting in. We can test my mile time.
Are you one of those stupid nurses that wakes people up in the middle of the night?
You mean when we have to get their vitals?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Fucking hated that. I was like, God damn it, I can't fucking sleep in here.
If you had been there another day, they wouldn't have woken you up at night. When it's right after surgery, they have to get them at 2 a.m. and then again at 5.
Oh, I guess.
But then every night after that, it's only at 5.
I guess it's fair. But I really wanted to fucking sleep, and then they just kept
waking
waking
make sure
me
you're
up.
not dying and about the code.
Whatever, man. Let me go. I'm going.
It's my time. My appendix, it's gone already. What am I here to live for?
What else do I have?
Yeah.
Take my gallbladder too while you're at it.
Take it all. I don't want it.
Left fucking kidney, half my liver.
Who keeps texting me?
It's me.
It was.
So, I don't think anything else happened at the hospital because I was feeling good. And I was like, hey, cured. Couldn't.
You were still feeling a lot of pain though, because that's where you and your mom had the discussion of should you leave now or stay so they can manage your pain a little bit.
We were under the impression it wasn't like it was the same pain, but it wasn't. It felt like my body just felt funky after surgery.
Yeah,
pain.
A lot of it can be blamed for like you were just cut open a little bit.
I did note that I didn't feel any incision pain until like a week after surgery.
Really?
And I'll get to why.
Okay.
I think, but
keep talking. I'm just gonna reset the camera.
So I still have pain, but I think it's like just my body feeling funky, and so we go home. What was that? Did I leave Saturday?
No, you must have left Friday.
I only spent one night.
Yeah, you were just there the night, and then the next day, because I had to go back to work, I visited again.
I should have spent 2 nights.
I know, that's what I told you.
Probably would have saved me a lot of trouble.
I said
in the long run.
Because you just texted your mom saying, "Oh, I can leave whenever," and she took that as, "Okay, I'll come get you right now." So I was visiting right before work, and she shows up. It's like, "Well, aren't you ready to leave?" And I had to explain to you guys, even if he said, "Okay, I'm good to leave right now," it's still going to take at least an hour for you to get out of the hospital.
I had never been admitted to the hospital. This is first all new for me. Mm-hmm. So I
mean, why ask your friend that works in a hospital with surgical patients?
What would you know working on the 5th floor? I was on the 4th floor, baby.
Yeah, that's pediatrics.
4th floor, and no pediatrics and surgery. They told me.
They like pediatric surgeries.
I'm 21 years old. Damn it.
You're a little young. I did have a 19-year-old once.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Up on the 5th floor?
Yes, she was actually tested positive for COVID.
Oh yeah, I remember she had no symptoms, right?
0 symptoms. She came in for a broken leg and came out positive.
This isn't a HIPAA
I don't think
violation, is it?
I don't think that there's like no details. I had someone that broke their leg and happened to have COVID.
Well,
I don't think that's HIPAA. We'll find out if I lose my job.
I don't think Mr. HIPAA's gonna hear this.
Mr. Pa.
So yeah,
so you leave the hospital at some point.
Yeah,
you stay there like
Friday.
an extra 2 hours after I told you.
Friday, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And go home, and then I was like feeling progressively worse because the pain that I went to the hospital for was like essentially still there. I was like, what the fuck? and
I'm still in pain, and I have less things in me now.
And dude, I was like also still throwing up like Saturday.
Oh wow.
Starting Saturday, and like, you know what it's like to like full on throw up with fresh incisions in you?
Oh, because you're just tensing your stomach.
Oh my god. And like you like curled up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really bad. Really, really bad. So yeah, that was my life. Like throwing up throughout the day was my life until like probably like Wednesday. Like we were in and out of the emergency room. I can't remember. It all kind of blends into one conglomerate of time for me. But from like Saturday to Tuesday, I was like me just like throwing up a lot and trying to figure out if it was just constipation, which I mean, part of it was.
Yeah.
Or if it was something else going on, which it was. Or, if like I was really gonna be fucking mad if they took my appendix out for no reason. Like that was also
because it could have burst at some point as well.
Yeah, but like the thing was like I felt like they didn't really know that it was appendicitis. They just kind of guessed.
It just felt like they wanted to blame something just to like give you an answer.
Yeah, because like I mean, like I said, it didn't make any sense. Like the pain was in my stomach.
Yeah.
But all throughout that time, my mom is like trying to get us like into meeting with like my general practitioner, family practitioner, which like they're kind of fucking helpless. they want to do like virtual meetings, and they're like, my mom's like, we've been past this. He's been in the emergency room like twice now. Like he's past our virtual visit. Please, can we just get a doctor to see him? Mm-hmm. And bullshit like that. I did go back to the emergency room. I can't remember.
Did you go? I didn't know you went back to the emergency room.
We went back to the emergency room like 3-4 times.
After the surgery and everything? Like after you left the hospital?
like 4 times total, I think.
Oh, okay.
4 times total. And yeah, what ended up being the ending point of it was my mom got me to have a procedure done called an endoscopy, where they just stick a camera down my throat and look at my stomach to see what's going on in there, because it could have been an ulcer or something else going on in my stomach. So yeah, I had that procedure done that Wednesday, and then he's like, it's gastritis. He thinks it's gastritis, which is basically just an inflammation of your stomach. A little fun fact, it's itis. Anything like body part or like something plus itis means inflammation of that body part.
Tendinitis in my shoulders.
Inflammation of your tendons in your shoulder. Fun fact of the day.
There you go.
The more you know.
Sponsored by Itis.
Mr. Itis. But
all that COVID you picked up at the hospital?
Yeah. Oh, dude, they fucking had to test me like 2 or 3 times too. And that was the first time I got it up at the nose. Not pleasant, but not the worst.
Doesn't look like fun.
They don't go all the way back like I've seen. It's like and you get your results fairly fast, like the 15-minute tests.
Yeah, there's 2 tests. There's the rapid, so if that comes back negative, you're fine. If it comes back positive, they still need to do the other test to make sure it wasn't like a false positive.
The longer.
And it takes a couple days.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, so all throughout that time, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like I said, it was spent in agony, and like we just didn't know what the fuck was going on, and like I thought I was dying. I was like, this is the end of days.
I'm gonna have to cancel SpaceShow.
I was like, I finally get something good going, and then like 18 episodes in, I had to cancel it.
Just got to the legal age.
We're gonna have to let the viewers listen to Mickey and Eddie episodes only. Like, what the God?
This one goes out to Danny.
There's a reason he hasn't been on since episode 12. That motherfucker. I want to call him. Let's call him later.
Okay.
All right, but yeah. So that was that. It was gastritis, it seems, and the doctor put me on some good meds to fix that, which I'm still currently taking, like 3+ weeks later.
Just like,
so, yeah.
Is it anti-inflammation medicine, like
It's
Aleve
like
or whatever?
I take Nexium, like when when I'm feeling a little iffy, and I still have nausea medication because like it still does kind of feel funky at times depending on what I eat.
Gotcha.
I can't eat too adventurously. I drink too much.
What's the point of living?
I know. I just had a vacation, and like I couldn't really drink on it too much. I did get drunk the first night, but whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, that was it, and basically ever since then, I've been in recovery mode.
The week afterwards, I tried getting Danny like, hey, let's like record, and he just was not feeling up to it, and that's why we kind of just put this on a little short pause, because I'm not gonna force this guy to come over.
I think
you couldn't get out of bed for a little bit.
No, I literally cannot. I think a nice solo episode would have done the viewers' ears.
You know, the vote was 60-30, 60 for it.
For it?
Yeah. But I saw it, I'm like, I don't know what I could talk about for 20 minutes by myself. Because it definitely would have been a shorter episode.
It would have been something about, like, if I were doing my own, it'd just be like, talk about shit like I want to talk about. So I'd be like talking about like basketball cards, and nobody would fucking care.
Some ideas I have been playing around with for when you go back to school.
Yeah.
Because when he goes back to school, either the show's going to go on a little hiatus, it's only going to be like an episode a month maybe. We're trying to figure that out.
Try to get
one
Mickey
episode, or one idea I was thinking about sending you down with this mic, and then no video but like audio. We just record our own things. You Dropbox me your audio and I put it together.
Yeah.
Or you and I do solo episodes and we just
and then we play them over each other, and
it's
like a conversation.
But like one week your solo episode, and then we do a couple together, and then one week my solo episode or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we could play around with it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Put the feelers out there. But for sure, I'm down with that. I'm Sam.
So that was your adventure. That was our excuse.
And dude, it was so bullshit because that week that I was in like recovery, or like I was supposed to be recovering from surgery, but I was still feeling terrible, and I was like, I really wanted to feel better because I wanted to teach at the high school.
Right,
and
you had agreed to teach at a high school.
That somebody had name drop Roland had approached me to teach at local high school because he couldn't make it.
You can say the name of the high. We talked about high schools.
It was Stag, and where we've taught. And
pretty like couple of years at this point.
This is probably in like we didn't teach their I didn't teach their last year, but technically my 4th year there, 3rd year actual teaching. But they had a band camp or what's he who's it's.
Yep.
And I just couldn't go because I was dying.
So then your boy.
Yeah, you stepped in.
Yeah, I was the hero of the day, and it was definitely really odd because I haven't drummed in a minute. But also just teaching band during a global pandemic just felt different. I
got to teach one day that the following week, the same group of kids. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. I had to yell a lot, even though like I was like my appendix got taken out fresh 2 weeks prior.
And one thing like you never think about is what direction is the wind blowing? Because it's all air particles that like kind of infect you. So I'm like, oh, I should probably stand like more upstream and give them my COVID. But yeah, no, it was just like it was super super odd.
It was odd, but say what you will. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I will say it then.
Say it. I forgot where I was going. I forgot where I was going. Honestly.
Nice. So, is there anything else you've been up to since we last recorded? You went on vacation.
That I did.
I guess I'll narrate Danny's vacation.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It was really nice. I'm going to be speaking for Danny. So when I say something, it really means that he said it. He says...
Okay, so Danny... damn it. Office reference. Those of you don't fucking get it. So I went to Denver with my mom and dad to visit my sister. That was very fun. Very, very fun because we stayed up in the mountains. And hey, Kanye was also in Colorado.
Was he?
And
did you meet Mr. D?
I think I have somewhat of an experience. I felt yay in a moment because we were in Breckenridge, Colorado, and that's like a very like rich person hangout spot. Like, cause we were just looking at the resort. We weren't doing anything there really. There's a free gondola. You can go up and down a mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we were there for. And there's like you can see off in the distance. There's like a private runway that like celebrities come in on. And like I've been seeing on Twitter, Kanye was like posting about waterproof Yeezy bags.
I saw that.
And he got ideas from whitewater rafts that while he was camping in Colorado, and he took a picture of the stand-up paddleboard, like, and because he said he liked the palette, and I saw that the exact same paddleboard was being rented out by the place we were at. So I was like, Kanye is here. Kanye is camping with his family right now. The future president is here.
Someone's calling me.
That's real and professional.
Oh, it's Viv.
Oh.
I'm gonna let her know we're on the podcast.
Tell her we're live.
Hey, Viv.
Put her on speaker. Put her on speaker. Put her on speaker.
I'm on the SpaceShow right now.
Put her on speaker. Put her on speaker. Put her on speaker.
I'm not putting her on speaker.
Put her on speaker.
All right, I'll text you.
No, you won't. He won't.
Goodbye.
He's gonna text me first.
That was my mom.
Sure showed her. Your mom's name is Viv.
Yeah.
That's weird. What?
I'm trying to think about what I did during this.
I wasn't talking about Colorado, man.
Oh, come on. You were talking about Kanye, and I thought we were over it.
Yeah, so also, I wanted to, my sister really wanted to take me to a dispensary out there.
Okay.
But I couldn't because, well, one, my parents wouldn't let us.
Okay. Fair.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
And two, I didn't have a valid license. Like, I went in. I had a DMV fiasco as well, over my hiatus.
Damn, you're really just going through it.
I went to the DMV to get 3 things done.
Okay.
Got 1 thing done.
So I imagine one was flipping your license.
Yeah. Because I'm 21 now,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the special horizontal baby.
Yeah.
And so that's the one thing I actually did get done.
Nice.
We stood outside of the DMV for probably an hour, which is not even that bad of a wait time.
That's true.
Like, I've heard people like saying like 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also there to get my license plate sticker and to get my real ID, which do you know what that is?
Oh, like a state ID?
No. It's called a real ID. It's basically gonna be like a passport.
Oh, with the little star?
Yeah, you put
Yeah,
in
I've
your
heard of
wallet,
it.
and you need all sorts of proof of your identification. Like, I'm talking, I had to bring in bank statements, school papers, my social security card.
Bruh, it's me.
Like,
This is me.
Why, like, who would want to be me?
No one else wants to be this guy.
Like, I'm telling you the truth. But yeah, like, so I brought all that stuff in just for them to tell me, like, oh yeah, we don't do real IDs. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're not going to be equipped to do them until tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow?
Tomorrow? What?
It was a Monday. I was like, you're not going to be equipped to do them until Tuesday? Like, why?
What's going on?
What's the reason?
What's going on tonight that you guys can do this tomorrow?
I was so pissed. Because I was putting it off to do that for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my medical fiasco.
Yeah.
I was like set to do it the next day when I went to the hospital. Before I went to the hospital, I mean. And then I had to wait 2 weeks to do it, and then they tell me the day I go in, it's not ready till tomorrow. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's fucked up.
Classic DMV. But hey, now I'm a registered voter.
Congrats. Register to vote, people.
Kanye 2020.
Make your voice heard.
Kanye 2020. Both sides are bad.
Did you vote in the last election? Probably not.
No, I don't think I was registered.
Yeah, because I was.
Well, are you talking about the last presidential election?
Presidential, yeah.
I was 17, so no.
That sucks. What's it like to suck?
Who'd you vote for? Let's talk about politics on air.
I voted for Kanye.
I voted for Vermin Supreme.
Oh, dude, everyone gets their own pony. Dental care for everyone because gingivitis is the secret killer of America.
Hey, that's a man of the people and ponies.
Always wears the boot on his head.
But, what was I going to say about 2016? Oh, man, I had something to say. I forgot.
All right, good conversation.
I think getting your appendix out comes with memory loss.
I was told that there's a staff member at Music City Mystique who associates memory with their hair.
Oh, yeah.
That if you get a haircut, you lose like memories because like you don't have that part of you with you anymore.
I think he did drugs, like some crazy drugs.
I mean, I believe it
because I don't know, man. He's nuts.
I'll reset the camera.
He's nuts.
Hi.
So, yeah, what was your hiatus like? What did you do?
What did I do?
Was it just the same old, same old?
Started getting my stuff ready for school. I have an orientation this week, and then I start next Monday.
Very cool.
Got my ID, and it's the little things, but when they print it out, it says nursing student. I'm like, that's really cool. I'm doing it. I'm finally doing it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Did I talk about that I picked up skateboarding on the last podcast?
I don't think so.
No, because we're still new of I.
Yeah, I don't think you did pick up skateboarding yet.
So I stepped on a scale and didn't like the number I saw, so I decided I need to eat better and pick up a new hobby that wasn't running because one, my ankles kind of messed up.
Running
and
sucks.
Two, I hate running. Unless you're like kind of in shape, running's just horrible.
Running really sucks.
Mm-hmm. So I picked up skateboarding, and now I'm down about 7 or 8 pounds.
How are you doing with that? Like,
there's a skate park near my house.
Yeah.
But there's like, oh god, what would it be considered? Like storage facilities, like like warehouse facilities.
Yeah.
And after hours, I just kind of go over there because it's flat ground, no trucks. I haven't gotten bothered yet, but yeah, I just skate around, practice tricks. I'm still stuck on the ollie. And
you can do it while being still, though.
I can do it while being still. I'm getting better at while moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't need the crack?
I do not need the crack.
You don't need a crack no more.
No.
Okay. Eddie's off the crack.
I go with the twins, the Purcells.
Oh, yeah.
They take me to the skate park now.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Busted my shit.
Yeah.
First time.
Is your knee, right?
Yeah.
Big gash.
Because I tried dropping in, and I'm like, I'm going to try the first one on my own. Didn't commit. So I immediately just fell, scraped my knee up, and it was bleeding.
It's pretty crazy. Like I've tried to look and try to break it down how skaters drop in. Like they fucking go horizontal.
Yeah, you just gotta like full send. If you do anything less than a full send, you're just eating shit.
That's good stuff though. I would love to see you eat shit.
Dude, I was so upset.
You should have asked somebody to take a video. Surprised they weren't.
I told them next time we go, that's the next thing I want to work on. Dropping in
Yeah.
and kick turns off of ramps.
But that's the one thing about skateboarding is you always fucking bust your shit.
Mm-hmm. The only way to get better is to be really bad.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Trial by fire and error.
What else have I done? Not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's the same old, same old. I guess that's life with a real job.
Yeah.
A real full-time job. Can't relate.
Part-time. Easy there.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
We had the tornado here.
Oh, yeah.
Were you home for that?
Was that last week?
Yeah.
No. Was not home for that. But I heard.
Mm-hmm. So, Mickey and I were at the brewery, and we're like, hey, let's get like someone out here. And then all of a sudden we start looking up the news. 70 to 90 mile per hour winds coming our way. Like, let's go home. Like 5 seconds from my house, it all started going to shit. Yeah. I had to run inside. It was horrible.
Did you think a tornado was coming?
It was pretty bad. I got a text from my hospital saying like there was a code black. That's severe with like weather. That means they have to take all the patients into the hallway.
Oh, really?
Mask them up, close all the doors, all the blinds, in case like glass breaks.
Yeah.
So it was pretty bad. A tree in my front yard fell over, like just completely snapped.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't relate. I was in the mountains.
There's just like a lot of trees in my neighborhood that like on top of houses in the walkway area. Yeah, it was kind of bad around here.
It wasn't too bad by me, honestly. There weren't many down branches in my backyard, and that's
really
pretty a telling sign of a bad storm is the down branches in our backyard. Do you remember in high school, fucking, I showed up for the ISU competition, I think your junior year, and I was like, a tree fell on my tree house.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
what?
because, okay, so there was a bad storm. I think it was my sophomore year, your junior year, and I was sleeping in the basement. Yeah, remember this? You remember this story. I know how I'll get you. Because I was sleeping in my basement.
The pee.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm in there.
I
got this.
The pee. Let me elaborate. There was no actual pee. I woke up in the morning of this band competition, like bright and early, and my basement was fucking flooded. Like, and I put my feet on the carpet, and I thought one of my cats had peed initially in my freshly awoken state. I thought one of my cats had peed right beneath my feet. I was like, oh no, my basement's just covered in an inch of water.
Yeah, like that'd be a lot of pee. You don't just splash around and pee.
Well, maybe you don't.
I guess you're right.
But yeah, and then I go upstairs and look at my backyard, and a fucking tree fell on my treehouse that my dad built with his bare hands.
He has bare hands?
He has big bare hands, yeah. Like the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms.
I got my bare arms are in the back.
Oh, maybe we can get my bare arms out here. What else?
I don't know, man. Quarantine's still going on. The USPS is about to be defunded for some reason.
Yeah, and that especially sucks because I have many packages en route to my house, and I'm
Fuck the election. My Amazon Prime is late.
No, not Amazon Prime. eBay basketball cards, more specifically. But actually, you know, I did pick up a few Miles Boykin cards.
Yeah, he has cards now.
Yeah, he's in the NFL. If you're in the NFL, you get cards.
I don't know if we ever talked about this, but someone we went to high school with. I'm sure we have.
I think with Danny. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Miles Boykin was a senior year, freshman year.
Yeah, is that when he led? No, that was sophomore year. He led the. No, he was a junior my freshman year.
Okay, so he was amazing at football. Won us a state championship.
Yeah.
Got a full ride to Notre Dame, and now he's in the NFL playing for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, and he's not bad. He's got a few touchdowns actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's actually a really good person to have nice cards of because he's not that well known right now.
Mm-hmm.
His cards are cheap, so I can get like really really nice cards of his. They're called RPAs, rookie patch autos. So rookie cards are worth the most, and he is a rookie, so that's all he has right now. Next year he won't have rookie cards out, so the price of his rookie cards will go up. It's a piece of his jersey, and not just that, it's a patch, like so a part of like his logo.
Okay.
The logo. And it's an autograph, and it's not just there's two types of autographs. You can get it on a sticker, that's slapped on the card,
Mm-hmm.
or you can get it on the card, and on the card is worth the most. And I got 2 RPAs of his that I got for like nothing.
Oh wow.
And if he has like any big plays or any sort of hype around him, that I can make a lot of money on those. Like
Okay, this guy.
dead ass. It's smart investments.
Guy is he's making money.
Money moves,
Yeah.
yeah. Diversify.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Stonks.
I'll show you money moves after a little bit later tonight.
Okay. Okay.
I'll show you.
You excited for school startup?
No.
Are you guys still trying to do in person?
No. So here's the thing. I don't think you've heard yet, but Big Ten canceled all football,
I did see that.
and so like, what does that mean we're gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Jack shit. So, they tried to like hold on hope for a little bit to be like, well, we can still do some stuff, but they like ran the numbers on it, and like apparently if you gather in a group of like say 15 people or more, the percentage of the chance of you catching COVID is like 50% or something like that. Yeah, and like in groups of 50, it's like 75%.
Jesus.
So, and that's what we would have been doing is based off the governor's guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just like, yep, call it. No more. So I guess we're doing online stuff, and I think it might be like an actual class now.
I mean, like most of you just live in the same house. Just
yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least for the drumline, they might be able to do something because of that very reason.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's gonna be we're all completely online. All my classes.
I thought you guys were trying to do in-person classes.
No, see, there's campuses, or there's schools who are already like open and like in
I saw like
session.
200 cases are coming out of like different schools.
Yeah.
But then why are they making you guys like do the testing, the spit test, if you guys are just online?
Because we're still on campus, I guess. If we're on campus, they're mandating that we have to get the test.
What happens, like, let's say you don't purposely get the test twice a week. What happens? Do you get a fine or?
I don't know. I think because how they do it is, they'd probably put a hold on your like student account or something. Like if you're refusing to go get tested.
Mm-hmm. But like, what happens if you're busy during certain times?
Oh, it's open all day.
Okay.
All day. Hey, U of I testing open all like 9 to
Stop
5.
on by.
9 to 5, and it's the fancy little spit testing. You don't have to get.
The CDC just approved that for nationwide.
Yeah, it was developed by U of I, so don't you forget it. Like dead ass.
Yeah.
Don't you forget it.
Roll bird.
Roll Illini. Doesn't roll off the tongue very nice. There's a lot of L's in there. All right. My ass is itchy. Please edit that out.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that my stuff stays in person for the most part, just because, I mean,
Really?
I'm doing nursing stuff. I don't know. That just seems like it'd be really hard to.
You can't do labs without
Yeah.
being in person, I guess. But dude, I'm taking a class for one of my humanities gen eds. My last gen ed, I think, actually.
Oh, wow.
It's a dance class, and it's telling music through dance. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Online.
I had a thought that just came back to me.
Yeah.
With Big Ten getting canceled, George Mason University indoor percussion already announced that they're not having a competitive ensemble. They're doing like some virtual clinics. Like,
Yeah.
we'll give you private lessons. There'll be a performance ensemble, I think, but I don't know to what capacity. But they're not competing. No matter what happens to WGI, there's not going to be an ensemble.
Like, are they folding or just taking
Just taking the year off
Okay.
because they're offering different like
Fair.
outlets. But
Okay. Do you know what's the deal with this marching vlogs drumline?
oh, the All-Star drumline or whatever.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I'm pretty sure it's just something to keep people like top tier drummers like their hands moving to like kind of flex
Pulse.
on everyone. Yeah.
Pulse, Broken City, RCC. That's what I saw.
And I think it was just like
Dark
an
Sky.
opportunity, like, all right, be more aware of like what we need to do if we want to keep this activity alive during the pandemic. Like, look at what we're doing to make sure people are safe,
That's pretty good.
and then also check out these cool beats because we're all kind of deprived of any sort of marching percussion.
And they're really good.
Mhm.
They sound really good.
I know it's all top tier drummers over there.
Yeah, I know. I saw they had the one dude from RCC like post an interview. He was like, Actually sounded like pretty sweet what they were doing.
Yeah, it's like really cool like to just see them go out. Did you see the Cavaliers baseline got together?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounded pretty good for not like
yeah
doing anything.
They all got tested for COVID, all came back negative, so they hung out, masks on. I'm like, this is what we got after a couple hours of practicing, and they were like playing their show book, and it's stupidly hard.
Yeah, it sounded really good too. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
If they're all if like they all got tested negative, like why would they have to wear the mask? Why would they have to wear the mask?
So let's say, because I don't know realistically how long those tests took to come back. Let's say a couple days.
Sure.
Within that time frame, there's still a chance you can pick it up.
Sure.
Even though it came back negative, that was a Tuesday test. Well, now it's already Thursday. How many people have you come into contact with?
True. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good point. Good point.
Oh, I know. Hey, do you want to get T-Bell?
Right now?
A little bit. You want to get T-Bell?
Talking my kind of language.
Because we're already like pretty much at an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Talking my kind of language. We can. Oh, never mind. I'll say that later.
Okay. Thanks for kind of being patient with us.
Yeah.
Because of Danny's situation.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of people did reach out to see if you were okay after I posted a couple of things, which it was very nice to see people were actually concerned.
It was. So thank you for the well wishes, everyone, and that picture was very funny.
Yes.
I didn't want to post it on my own account because I just
seems like you're kind of cloud chasing at that point.
Yeah, I like posting a picture of yourself in the hospital bed is like.
We're still gonna play around with some ideas of how to keep this thing going while we're in school, once a month, maybe bi-weekly.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure something out so it's not just we'll see you at winter break.
Try to keep the content coming. I mean, I think I'll have my car down at school, so I could be making bi-weekly or monthly trips up here if need be.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
We'll get the feelers on there.
Thanks again for the support. Check out the links below, the Instagram. Leave a like on YouTube. Subscribe. Let us know if you still like this project of ours.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, show the love.
Black lives still matter.
Yep.